Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the stitch. It's a type of Tunisian crochet stitch. It's a beautiful stitch, as you can see. Hope that you try it. So we are going to make Tunisian crochet, and for Tunisian crochet we need a hook like this. From here it's a hook, as you can see, it's like a long needle, knitting needle, and from here it's like this. Like a knitting needle, as you can see, but here it's a hook. You will need a hook like this. And I started by making the chains. Now, you count how many chains you made. So when you have to count how many stitches you have the same as when you started. Now, I'm going to go not in this one, in this one. And I'm going to pull a stitch. We go in the next one. You pull a stitch and you leave it on the hook. You go here, you pull up a stitch. Here, pull up a stitch. All the time, in every stitch, you pull up a stitch in every chain that you have. You continue pulling up a stitch like I am doing. In every chain. And the last one we pull up a stitch. Now, as you can see, all the stitches are on the needle. Now we're going to start to pull them out. The first one, only the first one alone, we pull out. We pull out only the first one alone. Now we're going to pull two together. Every time you pull two stitches together. You put the thread on the hook like this and you pull two stitches. Put the thread, you pull two stitches. The thread, two stitches. The thread, two stitches. All the row, you pull out two stitches together. You continue till the end, pulling two stitches together. And that is the first part of the stitch. So now we're going to I'm going to show you the pattern, how it's going to be. Here you have to pay more attention. The thread, you put it like this over here. You take the first two stitches, 1 and 2. The thread, you put it in front like this, turn it around like this, and you pull them together. Again, the thread like this. You go in the next two, the thread in the front, you pull it like this, and you pull them together. Again, the thread like this. You go in the next two, the thread in the front, turn it around like this, and you pull them together. Again, the thread like this. You go in the next two, in front, turn it around, and you pull them together. Again, the thread like this. You pull two together, inside, in front, turn it, you pull it out. The thread like this again. You go to the next two, the thread in front, pull it out, and you pull them together. Here we arrived at the last one. You put the hook here in the chain, and you pull out a stitch. Now we're going backward. So we turn the thread, and the first one, we pull it out like this, alone. We turn the thread, and we pull two out now. Now, after we pull these two, we make a chain. Again, we're going to pull these two together. You turn the thread and you pull these two together. And we have to make another chain. You make a chain. Again, these two together. You turn the thread, pull them together. And you make another chain. We arrived here, we turn the thread and we pull the next two together. Again you make a chain. You turn the thread and you pull them, the next two together. You make another chain and you pull the next two together. Another chain and you close, you pull them both together. And that is another row ready. Now we're going to start the next row. So we have to start from here where we made these chains. We have to pull out a stitch. Where there is a chain, you pull out a stitch. We go here and we pull out a stitch. We go here where there is the chain, you pull out a stitch. You go here, you pull out a stitch. Here, you pull out a stitch. You pull out a stitch. One from the chain. You pull out a stitch, one from the chain and one from here. Pull out a stitch from here, the chain, and one from here. One from here and one from here. And now we pull out a stitch from the last one here. And when you count here, you're supposed to have the same chains like when you started. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have exactly 14 like when I started. If you started with 14, you have to have 14. Depends how much you had. Now we're going to pull them out like we did before. The first one alone. And then always two together. Only the first one you pull alone. Then all the time, two together. So the first one alone and the other ones, you continue pulling two together. And that is another row ready, as you can see. We're going to do like we did before. You put the thread over here. You take two stitches together like this, pull it in front, turn it, and pull them together. Again, put the thread like this, take two stitches together, put it in front, turn it, and pull them together. Again, two, put them in front, turn it, pull them out. Two, in front, turn it, and pull them out. Two together, put them here, turn it, and pull them out. Again, like this. Two together, put it like this, turn it, and pull them out. And the last one, we go in the last one, and we pull it out like this. Now we're going again backwards. The first one, you pull it like this, then two together. Don't forget to make a chain. Another two together. Another chain, another two together, another chain, another two together, another chain, another two together, chain, two together, chain, and you finish with two together. And that is another row ready. Now we're going to start again from the beginning. So here where we made the chain, we pull up a stitch, another stitch from here, another stitch from here, the chain, another stitch from here, one again from the chain, and one from here. One from the chain and one from here. One from the chain and one from here. One from the chain, one from here, and the last one from the chain. And when you count, you're supposed to have as many, the same amount that you started with. Now we go again backwards. The first one we slip it, and then always slipping two together. Continue slipping two together. And then you continue with the pattern. You start again doing this row here. You continue with the pattern like this. You continue again two together. You pay the thread over here. You pull it in front like we did before. This is the final result, how the stitch comes. As you have seen, it's a beautiful stitch, as you can see. Hope that you understood what I was doing. If you can, please subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.